Welcome to another edition of Mark's Inspiration. Glad you could join me here today as always. And it's a cloudy, partly sunny day in St. Louis, Missouri today. I hope it's beautiful wherever you are in the world. And today's topic is going to be imagination. Imagination is king. Everything you see in your outer world was first imagined in the mind of man, or in the mind of God, if you like. Everything created by man was first a thought, an image. So the question you need to ask yourself is, what images are you holding within your mind? You are the king of that kingdom within yourself. You allow whatever comes in there, or you disallow whatever comes into your mind in word, in vision, in image. What do you imagine? What images are you holding? What inner conversations are you having within yourself? All these things create your outer world, your outer circumstances, or draw you to the situations that you are creating within your mind, that you are imaging in your mind. Everyone has inner conversations. What are you talking about within yourself? Are you arguing with your boss? Are you telling off a coworker? Are you telling off your wife? Are you disciplining your children? Are you trying to figure out how to make things happen instead of visualizing them as they are already happening, or as they have happened, as if it's something in the past that you have already achieved? You must invest your thoughts and your images. You must control your images within your mind before you will ever manifest a life that you desire. Many people say, what you're telling me is all I have to do is think about money and I'll have money. I talk about money and I think about money all the time. Is that right? What are you talking about it? What are you thinking about it? Your words. From the fullness of your heart, your subconscious mind, your mouth speaks. Your subconscious controls everything. You think you make a decision to buy this red car, but it was actually made like a split second before you said, I'll take it. Only about 2% of what you do during the day is a conscious mind decision. At least that's what the studies have shown. Look it up. Look it up on the internet, you'll find it. Everything is created within you. I can't say that enough. It's not the outer world acting upon you, but it's your inner world manifesting itself in the outer world. You're creating that, or at least drawing those situations to yourself. For example, if you have low self-esteem, which many people suffer from low self-esteem, I have, then you will draw people and situations into your life to prove that to yourself, to verify that you are worthless, that your value is low. It's not that people disrespect you. You first disrespected yourself, and these people bore witness to what you believe about yourself. You have a job, you make $50,000 a year, $75,000, $30,000 a year. That is your concept of yourself. That is what you believe you deserve. If you really believed you deserve more, you would be making more. You would be earning more. You would be attracting more into your life. The first thing all of us need to do is to love ourselves. I know that sounds like a trite cliche, but it's so true. Because how can you expect to draw wonderful things into your life if you don't feel like you deserve it, if you don't love yourself? If you don't love yourself, you're not going to feel like you deserve it. Everyone looks for love out there, but the place they need to look is within themselves. Only the unlovely seek love, and they get more of what they're believing they are. Something like that. I heard that quote somewhere. That's not verbatim, but everyone seeks love outside of themselves. But if you don't love yourself, you cannot draw that into your life. And how can you transmit something you haven't got? If you love yourself, you're happy with yourself, then you will draw things and people into your life to bear witness to that, to the way you see yourself, to the way you feel about yourself. So important, the images you hold within your mind. What is the difference between you and someone you admire that is successful in whatever you desire to be successful in? If you did not have the capabilities within yourself that this person that you think is so great has, you would not be able to see it. If you can see it in someone else, then you can be it in your own life. But what stops you? Fear, your belief that it's not possible for you. And if you don't believe it's possible for you, that is because you don't feel like you deserve it. You don't love yourself enough. If you're a father or a mother or someone with children, or if you have a father or a mother and you love them, wouldn't you do anything for them? Would you talk badly to them the way you talk badly about yourself when you make a mistake? So many times in our lives, we beat ourselves up for our mistakes, for our sins. The word sin has been grossly misused. The word sin comes from an Anglo-Saxon term, which means to miss the mark. It was used in archery. Yes, truly, we're all born sinners because we're all born to miss the mark, to make mistakes. How would we ever learn if we didn't make mistakes? So rather than being a bad thing to be a sinner or to be a man who makes mistakes, it is a good thing because we learn from our mistakes, or our sins if you like. Some of us have to make the same mistakes over and over again before we finally learn the lesson. I know I have. Does that make you a bad person? Does that make you a terrible sinner? No. It makes you someone who is on the path learning. Maybe slowly, maybe quickly. But we are all learning and growing. If we all came here perfect, what would the point of being here be? We need to learn, we need to grow. The most successful people in the world have failed more than the people who are less successful because they try more things. If you're not failing, you're not living the life you came here to live. You're living a life of fear, a life of being constrained by your own fears. You have more than you ever know, but your fear stops you from stepping out and taking a risk. What if I make a mistake? We're taught in school that it's bad to fail. You failed another test. It's not bad to fail. Failure is not final. Failure is just another stepping stone to success. I have failed so many times in my life, I can't count them. I've had I've had some successes also, but those successes were invariably preceded by many failures. That's just the way it is. You have to see beyond your failures to the image of you being successful in whatever it is you desire to be successful in your mind. First, it must happen within here, within you, within yourself, before it can ever happen out there. Now, that doesn't mean you don't take action. Of course you take action, but it's inspired action. It's good to make a plan, but plans are subject to change. Usually you have no idea how you're going to get to the end, to the completed image you have in your mind. But you do know the first step. Take that first step and the rest will be revealed to you. I always quote Martin Luther King Jr. You don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step. You can't see the end of the journey, but you have to start walking. You can see the end of the journey in your mind, and it's good to focus on the end result of what you desire, especially when it looks like you're never going to get there. That will inspire you and motivate you and keep you moving forward instead of giving up. The only failure is when you stop. There is no failure. As I said, it's a stepping stone to success, to your success. Get back up, never give up, keep moving forward, and you will get there, wherever that there is for you. But if you stop, you will never get there, and you will live a life of quiet desperation and frustration. Smash that like button and subscribe. That's all we have time for today. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow.